Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Davis High School here as we get set for the boys game to begin shortly. Jeff Weeks, Evan Davis with you right now as Team Yakima and Team Tri-Cities again, another star-studded roster. Team Tri-Cities with Josiah Skako, part of that Richland Bombers basketball team that went undefeated, won the state title. Benji Larios of Chiawana, a senior as well, who had an incredible year. Coven Burke of Southridge, a senior. Benji Larios joined with his teammate Junior Heavens. For Team Yakima, I'm really interested to see Frankie Medina because we saw him at the state basketball tournament put on an absolute show and really carry Grandview.
Yeah, he can score in bunches, good shooter from the outside. It'll be interesting to see how he handles the length. Team Tri-City is going to have a little bit of a size advantage here. They're going to be a little longer than Team Yakima will be. Now the nice thing about Frankie is, he can stand out here on the logo and, if he's in bounds, he's in range.
Yeah.
As we go through some of that, but Team Yakima's got a lot of talent to put in play. Some of the smaller schools, between the guys from Zilla and Grandview, Austin Burley from West Valley, Decker Vandegraff, who hit a great shot as a sophomore to give the Leopards a state title.
He had an incredible year for Zilla as well. He's joined with his teammate Jaden Sinez.
Aiden Sanchez out of Sunnyside. He can score.
They have a lot of guys that are also just really impressive kind of in the post game as well. We know Vandergraaf can pull it from three, but he really loves working from like that 14, 16-foot range inside.
Yeah, he's a well-rounded player. It'll be interesting to see how he faces some guys that have a little more length than he sees during his regular season and what he didn't see necessarily at the state tournament.
Continuing with Team Tri-Cities, you got a lot of some guys from Southridge as well, Coven Burke, but Nick Williamson's also a guy that can really string it from outside as well. He had a really good year for the Suns. Derek Bingham Jr., another guy as well, where he did an incredible job over at Walla Walla. The one game that I saw him play against Pasco, just the way that he's able to use the size to his advantage and draw fouls, get his team back into games, a huge factor. You look at Team Yakima, Braden Santos was almost like Frankie Medina's right-hand man. When Medina needed help, Santos was there. Great rebounder.
Okay. He had great minutes there as he went through.
Take another quick break. Just moments away here from the boys' game on SWX.
Congratulations, 2026 All-Star Classic basketball athletes from Yakima's legendary Flame and Brew wood-fired pizza and Icy Tie, Yakima's favorite for ice cream and espresso. We support you and all youth sports.
Electricians, are you looking for something better than the job you are currently in? Take a look at the career opportunities within the National Electrical Contractors Association. As an IBEW electrician, you'll get a fair wage package with annual raises every June, plus 100% employer-paid healthcare for you and your entire family with low deductibles. Call 509-735-0512 or visit ibewlu112.com for more information. Make the move for yourself, for your family, for your future.
The one and only Northwest Gun Show is coming to the Tri-Cities. Benton County Fairgrounds, April 11th and 12th. Huge selection on guns, knives, ammo, and accessories. Showcasing the finest in firearms and accessories, antique to modern. A selection for every skill level and interest. It's the highest caliber show in Central Washington. Tri-Cities Gun Show, coming to Benton County Fairgrounds, April 11th and 12th. Get your tickets at the door.
The Tri-Citian of the Year event has been honoring community members for service above self since 1962. This year's gala is scheduled for April 30th, featuring singer-songwriter and author David Lamont as the keynote speaker. Lamont's TEDx talk on change aligns with values in sync with Tri-Citian of the Year recipients. Local motivational speaker Peggy Vasquez is MC. For tickets, visit tricitianoftheyear.com. Sponsored by community leaders and businesses, along with area Rotary and Kiwanis clubs.
Congratulations, 2026 All-Star Classic basketball athletes from Yakima's legendary Flame and Brew wood-fired pizza and Icy Tie, Yakima's favorite for ice cream and espresso. We support you and all youth sports.
Welcome back as we just get the boys' game started shortly. Kevin Rounce sitting by with one of the coaches. Kevin?
Kevin Rounce here alongside Coach Akil White. And Coach, first off, two-time state defending champs. How long did you enjoy it before you already started getting to work next year?
Probably like 3 or 4 days. But, that's the way it goes right now. So, yeah.
You coach girls, obviously. That's your day job. You're getting to coach boys this time. You excited about doing something like that?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be real fun. I mean, it's been a couple years. I coached boys about a decade ago, or maybe not longer than that, 15, 20 years ago. But, it's an opportunity to do something different. And I like the kids, so it'll be fun.
That should be a lot of fun. You got some help, too, with Ray and Chris that are supposed to be along with you. So I'd imagine usually, you're on opposite sides of the line from them. Be fun to have them on the same side.
Yeah, I said, hey, you guys want to do this with me? I like sitting with other coaches every now and then and just, see what they're thinking, how they think. It's good stuff, yeah.
How do you approach a game like this?
Cool thing is when you got this much talent, you kind of let them play. And I told them, I'm going to let you guys do your thing. And we'll see how this thing goes. We being it late, we'll go try to win it.
All right, Akil, thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Coach Akil White from the Davis Pirates. Evan and Jeff, back to you guys.
Head coach Akil White, we talked about the Davis Pirates during that girls game. Just the culture and the foundation that he's built at this high school is truly something special.
Yeah, they've got good kids. They've got a good run going, and they're on top of the mountain and going to be there until somebody knocks them off, and they got a great chance to continue it next year when they get there in the winter.
And now he has a chance to coach this boys' game as well. And you continue just to obviously look at the star talent, it being an all-star game. And Team Tri-Cities, this might be a little bit of the opposite now, where they might dominate this game just given the amount of talent they have on the outside as well with the shooting.
Yeah, I think that going into this, you would say Tri-City's probably the favorite coming into this. They've got some length, the length advantage on top of that. Yakima's got guys that can shoot it from the outside, but not a lot of post presence here for the Yakima guys, so that could be a bit of a challenge to see how they handle it, especially defensively if anybody does a real good job of getting a post presence inside.
We also have Kevin Rounce again with the other coach in this game. Kevin, to you.
Kevin Rounce alongside Derek Lette. And Derek, normally you're coaching the Southridge girls. Thank you so much, first off, for doing this and helping us out.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a great opportunity, nice change of pace for me, and so looking forward to it.
How do you approach a game like this when it's really the best of the best?
Yeah, I think let the boys play, right? Just kind of manage it, let them do their thing, get up and down the court, play some defense, and let the scoreboard take care of itself.
And last year we were on your guys' home court, and it was a thrilling game, a three-point game there at the end. I'd imagine you would love to see something like that again and really be able to coach.
Yeah, I hopefully can utilize some timeouts and drop some plays and get the crowd into it a little bit today, and looking forward to the opportunity.
For the Southridge girls, how are you guys approaching off season in which you had some really positives coming out of this past season, and now you're trying to build on that for next year?
Yeah, well, we took a little downtime, but we're getting ramped up for summer ball. Got our summer calendars set up for us, and we're excited to get after it again.
All right, Coach, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Evan, Jeff, back to you guys.
Thank you, Kevin. Derek Lette, the head coach of Southridge girls basketball. He just had Joan Mercado, Olivia Mercado, and Braylee McMullen compete in the Team Tri-Cities girls game. And we'll take another quick timeout here. We'll be right back on SWX.
It's back. The SWX All-Star Classic. The best of the best from the Tri-Cities area taking on the brightest stars from the Yakima area and beyond. See local rivals team up to take on their non-conference foes. It all goes down Saturday, April 4th at Davis High School. Coverage starts at 3 o'clock. The All-Star Classic is back. Only on SWX. Brought to you by A&A Roofing and IBEW Local 112.
It's time to get ready with me for Saturday Night Live. Let's go! Meow. Flaming shorts. Wow. Bucket or beanie? Bikini. Now this peacock's ready to strut.
Hey, Jack.
Ah, crumb. Now I gotta change.
For the first time ever, welcome to the All-Star Showdown. Plus the one and only CeeLo Green.
We're all that unique, one-of-one work of art.
The Voice Battle of Champions, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Something to look forward to tomorrow. We're going to have...
The Bulldogs getting ready to head to Las Vegas.
Whoa, this is pretty big news.
Judge. This spring, MLB has a new home. See you soon.
Judge! March 1996.
It was incredibly violent.
Danielle Schilleber is brutally beaten and killed in her Spokane home.
I remember just being dumbstruck. It was awful.
Authorities still have no leads.
Now that we're at 30 years, the people that have information need to step up and give that to us.
A new non-stop local cold case.
The person that did this was certainly out of control.
This Monday on Non-Stop Local KHQ at 6. Live from Davis High School in Yakima. The best of the best from the Yakima Valley take on the brightest stars from the Columbia Basin and beyond. Local rivals team up to take on their non-conference friends and foes. It's the annual SWX All-Star Classic.
From Davis High School, welcome to the SWX All-Star Classic. We now have the boys game for you. Jeff Weeks, Evan Davis bringing you the call, and an exciting game nonetheless. Obviously a lot of talent on display for both sides here, and just in a couple of moments we'll have Kevin Rounce do the introductions for both teams. Coach is kind of just talking things over for the moment.
Yeah, final instructions, and then it'll be the introductions, and we'll be ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2026 SWX All-Star Classic, the Boys Edition. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for those folks who are watching at home. And want to send a few thank yous really quickly. If you missed it before the girls' game, big thank you to the Yakima School District. Huge thank you to them for allowing us to use Davis High School. Big thanks to Bob Stanley and all the folks at Davis. An enormous thank you to the volunteers working the scoreboard, keeping book, all that. Huge shout out to our three officials. Big thank you to them for being part of this, for allowing us to put this game on, and for running 4 hours on a day they didn't have to. So I'm very appreciative of that. Also a big thank you as well to Akil White, Ray Navarro, and Chris McCallum, our coaches for Team Yakima boys, and to Derek Lette and his staff the Team Tri-Cities boys coach. All right, let's meet the teams first with the visiting Tri-City boys. We'll just do name, school, and then I'll ask you a quick question, and we'll begin here.
My name is Mason Shoemaker, and I'm from Columbia High School.
Favorite memory of basketball?
Winning a state championship.
Not too long ago. All right, next.
Jose T. Arena from Southridge.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Throwing a lob to Covenberg.
Next up is?
Covenberg from Southridge.
Favorite basketball memory?
Probably just being able to play with the same people I played with growing up.
All right, that's awesome. Next.
Marcus High. I go to Tri-Cities Prep High School.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Probably just team camp.
All right, next.
Colin Sweezy, Tri-Cities Prep.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Going to state all 4 years.
That's a good accomplishment. Next.
Rue Olson from Hermiston.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Probably playing with my brother for the first time.
That's awesome. Next.
Derek Bingham from Walla Walla.
Favorite basketball memory?
Gonzaga team camp.
All right. Heck of a running back, too, by the way. Next.
Josiah Scocco from Russian High School.
And favorite basketball memory?
Beating Gonzaga Prep for districts and state.
I figured that would be it. Next.
My name is Nick Williamson. I go to Southridge.
Favorite basketball memory?
Just traveling all over the country playing AAU.
All right. Next.
Lane McClure, Tri-Cities Prep.
All right. Favorite basketball memory?
Probably scoring 1,000 career points.
I can see that. Next.
Nate Moore from Connell High School.
All right. Favorite basketball memory?
Probably traveling for AAU.
All right. Next.
Benji Larios from Chihuahua.
Favorite basketball memory?
Making it to the dome.
All right. Awesome. Next.
Junior Heavens, Chihuahua High School.
Favorite basketball memory?
Probably making it to the dome.
Next.
Nick Malasani from Kamaikan.
Favorite basketball memory?
Team hangouts before games.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Team Tri-Cities. All right, now we head over to Team Yakima first.
Austin Burley, and I go to West Valley.
Favorite basketball memory?
Making it to the state semifinals.
All right, next.
Decker Vandegaff, I go to Zilla.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Beating Linden.
Next.
Lucas Stevens, I go to Eisenhower High School.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Probably scoring my 1,000th career point.
All right, awesome. Next.
Damian Pimentel, Davis High School.
Favorite basketball memory?
Down 26 on Ike, come back winning.
He says it right next to the Ike kid. Next.
Aiden Sanchez, I go to Sunnyside High School.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Dropping 49 points.
All right, next.
Braden Santos from Grandview.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Playing in state.
All right, next.
Jaden Sines from Zilla, Washington.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Going to state.
All right, perfect. Next.
AJ Garza from Alpato.
Favorite basketball memory?
Making it a state.
Next.
Frank Medina, the third from Grandview.
All right, favorite basketball memory?
Going to the state championship.
All right, next.
T. Finder.
All right, T, favorite basketball memory?
Going to state.
All right, next.
DeAnthony Wiggins, Davis High School.
Favorite basketball memory?
Probably team camp.
All right, next.
Marcus Smith from Davis High School.
And favorite basketball memory?
Hitting the game winner against Ike.
Next.
Jackson Benj, Sela High School.
All right. Big shout out. Jackson was messaging me at like 10 o'clock last night so we could get this to work out. Favorite basketball memory?
Beating Ike first game of the season.
All right. Next.
Jeremy Garcia, East Valley High School.
And favorite basketball memory?
Buzzer beater against Othello.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Yakima. All right, everybody. Let's play some basketball. My opportunity to be on the headset, as it were. Kevin Routz now alongside Jeff Weeks. Jeff, look, you're keeping score, so I'm going to worry about that.
Yep, I'll take care of it.
And hopefully there's no scoreboard mess-ups like I had in Game 1 in the girls' game. Well, this game was a 3-point game last year, Jeff, so should be pretty competitive, I think, again this year. I don't know if it's an advantage to be closer to home. Team Yakima went down to Southridge last year and won it. Starting five will include Benji Larios, Nick Williamson, Nick Malasani, Junior Heavens, and Josiah Skako, and all MCC. Front first 5 for the Team Tri-Cities. Meanwhile, for Team Yakima, it's Austin Burley, Lucas Stevens, the jumper no good, Decker Vandegraff, and Damian Pimentel and Eden Sanchez. A lot of Big 9 talent on that squad. Pimentel. And it's always interesting to watch the players try to figure out kind of how they're going to flow in the offense early on in this sort of situation.
Yeah, it takes about half a quarter for them to get a feel.
And then just as they get the feel, they're rotated up. Mario to the rim, can't get it. They were showing off pregame, though, with some dunks, so I'm expecting that to be happening during the game at some point. Pimentel, top of the key for 3, rims out. Really fun to see a lot of these players getting like another opportunity as the ball knocked out of bounds. And of course, you probably have more familiarity with a lot of these Big 9 kids than I do, and particularly Austin Burley. What a great kid that is, and what a great season West Valley had.
Yeah, they've had a nice little run. He's really developed. This is the next part of his game that he's got left to develop, his outside shooting. Great point guard to get down the lane, make things happen, find his teammates, and his ability to elevate around the rim is bar none.
And a squad that's going to really miss Parker Mills next year, but they still have Drayden Whitfield back, and they've got Chet Bremerman, and so there's a lot of talent that's going to be, as Junior Heavens hits the triple to start things off. So early 3-0 lead, Tri-Cities. Sanchez drives, kicks. Back cut to Lucas Stevens, who had to stand by and recall the memory of being beat at the buzzer. It's a favorite basketball memory. Josiah Skako in. Skako, the defending, or part of that Richland team that won their first state title in quite a long time. Stevens for 3. No good. Ball gets into a pretty up and down circumstances. These all-star games, Larios to the bucket and good. It was funny to do the pregame interviews realizing that I had to hold the mic higher for the boys.
Even had to look up a little bit.
And most of the time I was looking up. Oh, nice shot by Damian Pimentel. Pimentel, one of a couple of senior players, and Larios. Larios has some range. He's the big man at Chiawana, but he's got range as well, as we'll go through some rotations. A couple more Southridge kids coming on, Burke and Tiarina, as well as Rue Olson from Hermiston, Kelvin Burke, Lane McClure, and then Colin Sweezy, I believe. The other fun thing that is part of this, Jeff, is you get to see kids from schools like Tri-Cities Prep, 2B schools, that, they're not going to get really an opportunity to play against 3A, 4A competition that much. Certainly not during the high school season. And it really is an opportunity to see them play against, if you're from Tri-Cities Prep, you're going to play kids from West Valley and Eisenhower and the schools that you probably aren't going to be really on your schedule.
No, that is one of the great benefits of it. And then, the other piece is most of these guys have played in the AAU circuit, and so they get in the springtime.
Nice pass from Burke to McClure. To Old Rue Olson. To the bucket and a foul. Got a few holdovers from last year. And I said it before the game, but I do want to say it again. I can't thank the coaches that are stepping in to help us out. To all the volunteers here at Davis High School as well. Free throw is good from Stevens. So And it's always fun, too, and I think the coaches realize how much fun this can be and how exciting it is. As Rue Olson to the bucket, can't get it to go. Kelvin Burke, who can jump out of any building that I've ever seen.
Well, the nice thing about this game, too, is everybody can score.
Yeah. It's almost too many scoring options. As Frank Medina, Marcus Smith, T. Fyander, Braden Santos, and D'Anthony Wiggins will check in for Team Yakima. All about managing minutes for the most part. Once it gets into the second half of the fourth quarter, if it's a tight game, you put out guys who you think are going to help you win. Wiggins, caught T. Fyander a little bit off guard there. I was, by the way, standing over with Akil White, and he doesn't get a chance to watch, particularly non-Big Nine boys play very much. So McClure can't get that to fall, but he gets the ball back. And he was watching T play, and he goes, "Oh my goodness, who is that kid?" And I said, "Oh yeah, no, he's awesome." He and AJ Garza really made Wapato quite the threat throughout the season. Triple, Marcus Smith.
Yeah, they had a really nice run there in the postseason.
And it was really fun to see. I mean, I try to, as much as I can, be aware of what all's going on. And so it ends up being just almost paralysis by too much information. But it was really, we had such a great year Yakima Valley-wise in basketball. And obviously Richland won state title. Effortlessly, T goes up and dunks it. So it was, but the Yakima Valley had a great season of basketball, and I was turning around like Colin Sweezy, just can't get it to fall, and Frank Medina, a big part of that. Unfortunately, he got hurt. You saw me; he was really out 30 to 40% of the season, and recovering on a decent portion of the rest of it.
Yeah, it took, he was out early and came back January, but still wasn't full go. He finally hit stride in the postseason.
Yeah, and it they really started to play really well in that postseason. All right, here we go. No. Marcus Smith, jumper just inside the three, no good. Rebounded by McClure. And then, Kelvin Burke. Whistle blows. We'll take a timeout. Your score, Tri-Cities 11, Yakima 10. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
At Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care, our professional, highly trained technicians perform quality maintenance and repairs on your vehicle using the latest technology.
As a local, family-owned business, you can count on us for great service at an honest price.
Check engine light on? AC issues? We'll check it for free.
We'll help keep you on the road and save you money.
Visit our new location, now open off Keene and Queensgate in Richland.
Amco, local, family-owned car care.
No one gets you closer to the action than SWX Nonstop Local Sports. SWX covers it all, from field to court to water and ice. We go beyond the scores to bring you in-depth play-by-play, exclusive interviews with coaches and players, and all the exciting highlights of the game. Join Kevin and Evan as they team up to bring you local coverage of our area's best sports on SWX. No one covers more local sports than SWX.
Welcome back to the SWX All-Star Classic. Kevin Rounce alongside Jeff Weeks. Let's toss it down to Evan Davis, who's with Decker Vandegraff. Evan?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Decker Vandegraff. Decker, I know it wasn't the ending that you wanted, but you still had an incredible high school career. What do you have to say about that?
I wouldn't trade any of it for nothing. I mean, all the memories we made, going 26-1, just losing one game, can't let it define you, and it was still a great ride.
And I know being a senior, what's the next avenue look like for you in your career?
got some visits coming up for sure, and just figuring out where I should be in life and what I need to do and where I need to go to be successful.
You were successful throughout your whole time at Zilla. What is maybe that one takeaway you would have playing with your best friends for those 4 years?
I think that building relationships and building team chemistry is the biggest part. Like, basketball is a team sport, and if you don't have chemistry on and off the court, then it's not going to work.
Thank you for your time, Decker. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. 12-10, Tri-Cities with the lead. D'Anthony Wiggins on the inbounds ties things up at 12 apiece. Saw some substitutions for Team Tri-Cities. Derek Bingham with the basketball. Mason Shoemaker out there, as is Nathan Moore. Benji Larios. As Moore. Leading scorer in the SCAC, Nathan Moore. I think he was even the player of the year. I thought I'd written that down, but I don't have that in my hands. But just a great basketball player out of Connell. Marcus Hyatt, the other Tri-Cities player that's out there. And glad he was able to be available and play. Always kind of fun to see, players that, he's 1A kid in Connell. Not too many opportunities to go out and get these opponents. So, of course, he's very familiar with all the kids at Wapato. So he hits the first two, now the third on the way. And he scores that one, too. Jeff, you're a longtime basketball coach. I'd imagine you stressed the importance of free throws. It was probably hard at times to get kids to buy in.
Yeah, they don't like to shoot that, right? There's that line out there at about 18 feet that they're really attracted to.
They want to go beyond. They want to, those who can dunk don't want to dunk, and then those who want to shoot from distance, as Fyander puts it in. So 15-14, 1 point, Tri-Cities lead. Shoemaker, that is from range. Sort of the lone holdover, Mason Shoemaker from the Columbia Burbank squad that won state in 2025. Nice run. This last year they beat Tri-Cities Prep in their league playoffs. The Jags got back at them a little bit later in the season. It's Medina. Kicks it out. Marcus Smith, 3 out of the corner. Good. Playing at his home gym, I'd imagine he's feeling quite comfortable right at home.
Look at it right there. Look nice and comfortable.
Larios for 3, bouncing around a few different times. Now Medina out. Fyander, he just can't quite run it down. Frankie taps the chest. My bad. Substitutions for Team Yakima. Jaden Sines, AJ Garza, Jeremy Garcia, Jackson Benji, Austin Burley in the lineup. (17-15) the Yakima lead. They swept the doubleheader last year, trying to do it again this year. Hyatt steps through, can't get it to fall, rebounded by Burley. Austin's brother Landon, great season over at Idaho State. Helped them do quite well in the Big Sky. Tri-Cities gets across the court. Nathan Moore, 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound, tip. Eventually collected by Benji. Down to Sines in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound, nice job though. They work it out. Benji. Hands it off. Nice little give and go to Jackson Benji into the bucket for 2. Sela squad went undefeated in the regular season for the boys. Little disappointment afterwards, but they had a really, really great season.
Yeah, really good run. Grandview got healthy at the right time.
Burley with the flush.
That's that quick elevation I talked about from Austin.
Yeah. That Sela looked really good, and then, there's always the idea of do you never want to lose, but is there sometimes it's maybe not the worst thing in the world to give you a little humble. Nice pump by Benji Larios. Of course, the great thing about the 1A and 2A tournament and some of those teams is Austin Burley hits the triple. Is that the state tournament's at the Yakima Sundome for a lot of these, SWX, SCAC schools. It's, you can really bring in the crowds as Derek Bingham answers. (24-20). Yakima take the final shot. Burley blocked by Larios. And they're going to some miscommunication, and that'll be the quarter. 24-20, Yakima with the lead. Take a timeout. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
Congratulations, 2026 All-Star Classic basketball athletes from Yakima's legendary Flame and Brew wood-fired pizza and Icy Tie, Yakima's favorite for ice cream and espresso. We support you and all youth sports.
At A&A Roofing, we don't just build spaces, we build relationships. Our commitment is to give you the best experience you've ever had with a contractor because your satisfaction isn't just our job, it's our passion. And that's why we are #SavedByRelationships.
Tune in every Wednesday to see how our community is working together to help our area students overcome obstacles and reach their full potential. Watch Building Blocks of the Future every Wednesday on Wake Up Nonstop Local, presented by Community and Schools Benton Franklin.
Congratulations, 2026 All-Star Classic basketball athletes from Yakima's legendary Flame and Brew wood-fired pizza and Icy Tie, Yakima's favorite for ice cream and espresso. We support you and all youth sports.
Nonstop Local KHQ is proud to partner with WorkSource to bring you the Spokane County 2026 Career Expo. Multiple industries, along with interactive displays, will be set up at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. There will be a computer lab, a child activity room, free admission, and parking. It's the region's largest career expo, and it happens Tuesday, April 14th at 11 a.m. Scan the QR code for more information or visit nonstoplocal.com/jobfair. Nonstop Local KHQ. We're on it.
Business owners and community leaders, this is your invitation. Be part of the 2026 Mirror Ministries Masquerade Gala Friday, May 8th. Stand alongside lead sponsors Cornerstone Wealth Strategies, Brute Cheese, and Thorn Construction. Businesses committed to raising awareness and providing life-changing resources for those breaking free from sex trafficking and exploitation in our community. Sponsorship opportunities are available now, as well as tickets and tables. Learn more, join the movement, and take your stand at mirror-ministries.org.
Back here at the SWX All-Star Classic, I was a little too anxious to get the game going again, so we just had an Austin Burley alley-oop lay-in. Let's check in with Evan Davis, who's down talking to Coven Burke. Evan?
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coven Burke from Southridge. Coven, senior year. What can you just describe about your time at Southridge?
Well, I mean, it's pretty surreal that it's already my senior year, and I've had a great time, trying to build Southridge's school, appearance as a whole, trying to make them seem more like a competitor in all sports. That's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, also a football player as well. You're also here with one of your teammates, Nick Williamson. What was that bond and connection that you guys have had during your time on the court?
I mean, we've been playing basketball since 3rd grade, so, it's been great. I mean, our chemistry, it's just kind of unmatched out here, and we've had a great time. We've been friends for our whole lives now, so it's just great to be able to play with them.
And just one final thing, being a senior, what are those next steps for you as now you get to embark on a new chapter of life?
Honestly, I'm still trying to find out, what my path is going to be. I'm trying to let it come to me and see what options I have and go and see from there.
Awesome. Thank you for the time, Coven. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Coven Burke, one of the best receivers they had in the MCC, and he did it while playing for a team that wants to run the wing T. So
tough thing to do.
They had quite the aerial attack for a wing T offense, though, with Kopp and Hunkapiller as their quarterback. Best name still in high school sports that I've ever seen is Austin Burley. Takes it to the hoop, can't get it to go. Rebound Tri-Cities. Junior Heavens out to McClure. The lefty for three. Rims off, no good. Skako, Defensive Player of the Year in the MCC. Can't get it blocked by Benji. Blocked by Benji again. This time Melisani gets it. He's blocked a couple of times. I think Benji might have gotten him on that one.
He did.
So that will be to the free throw line, Nick Melisani. Yakima subs, we get their starting five back in there. Vandegraat, Sanchez, Pimentel, Stevens, with the addition of Frankie Medina. Sun setting through the doors of Davis High School. I used to come here, Jeff, and see Cooper Kupp as a Ram. It was nice to see after Cooper signed with the Seahawks that the jersey back on his Davis High School sign out front is now with the Seahawks jersey. So,
yeah, the local boy comes home, right?
Yeah. Of course, he helped Davis win a state basketball title 2012. As I think Skako looking for a foul there. And he lost. Somebody lost some tape. So Skako's, who's wearing Lance Hornevent's jersey, is Decker Vandegraaf hits the three. Lost the tape, and Derek Lette going to call a timeout. 31-21, Jeff. It's always a little bit of time trying to figure out, find the momentum, especially when you're working with some different players, and it helps when you're hitting threes.
It does help. Decker had a good chance to get a good look at that and knock it down, and they've stringed together 4 or 5 good possessions here. Yakima has, and got the lead out to 10, so a decent timeout. Now to try and just kill some momentum, but also see if they can get a little rhythm on the offensive end.
Decker, also another player that was hurt for part of the year, missed some time from Zilla. Good to see him get healthy and be part of that state run. Didn't end where they wanted it to, but it sure is always fun when Zilla's playing for state semifinals. You pack the Sun Dome. I wouldn't try to do much in Zilla on a state semifinal or state final night. As Lane McClure brings the ball across half court for Team Tri-Cities. Junior Heavens to Skako. Step back, jumper, just inside the three-point line. Can't get it to go off the mark. (31-21) Yakima. They have the basketball as well. Vandegraaf guarded by Melisani. Now to Aiden Sanchez, the kid out of Sunnyside. One of the best scorers I think Sunnyside's ever going to have. And that time he's on the assist. Nice look from Sanchez to Vandegraaf as the Lower Valley represent right there. Nick Williamson can't get the three to go. Rebound by Sanchez. Up front, Lucas Stevens. The dunk. So make it a 14-point lead. Junior Heavens, turnaround. No, can't get it to go. A rebound by Vandegraaf. Yakima not allowing too many offensive rebounds. Though McClure gets the steal there. Now Williamson, the jumper, good. I'd imagine at points during these kinds of games, you're almost wanting them to not be so unselfish. Like, don't give the ball too much.
Yeah, you got a shot, you better take it.
Aiden Sanchez, nice jumper there. He's a real fun kid to watch. Be a big part of that Sunnyside squad again next year. McClure, the lefty for three, off the mark, no good. Rebound and collected by Medina. Sanchez to the hoop. And they're going to say it goes. So he'll go for the three-point play. Foul will be on Nick Malasani. Aiden Sanchez will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play.
Sunnyside broke through.
Yeah, they
at that second spot into the state regional.
And Decker Vandergraaf goes to the ground. Get the bucket in here and get a timeout. That's Rue Olson makes the lay-in. Hopefully Decker is going to be okay. He played in this game last year. Already had one player who got hurt earlier in the week in an AAU tournament, Jacob Gonzalez from Eisenhower, not able to play today because of the injury. As Braden Santos will check into the lineup. Pimentel, quick three for him, good.
Good catch and release.
And he's a Davis kid, so it's got to be pretty comfortable being in this gym. And it's Jose Tiarina, the third of three Southridge players. Going to get it to his teammate, Nate Coven Burke can't get it to good, but Nate Moore gets it. And Yakima, though, gets the rebound. To the bucket and in. Lucas Stevens, nice cut. Now, I should note, I was rewatching a little bit of last year's boys game, and it was a 20-point game going into the fourth quarter that ended up into a 3-point contest as Rue Olson hits the triple. So a hot quarter can happen at any time. Sanchez, little floater in the lane, can't get it to go.
Well, Olson's shot took the ice off the rim up there for Tri-Cities.
Now Tiarina. Another in the great line of Tiarina basketball players out of the Tri-Cities. Brothers and cousins and all the like between. There's Olson trying to put it up, foul. Jose's brother Jesse played in the All-Star game. We'll take a timeout, though. It's Yakima 44, Tri-Cities 28. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
For all your insurance needs, visit or call Isabel Munguia, your local State Farm insurance agent, conveniently located in Sila. Hablamos Español.
It's time to get ready with me for Saturday Night Live. Let's go! Meow. Flaming shorts. Wow. Bucket or beanie? Bikini. Now this peacock's ready to strut.
Hey, Jack.
Ah, crumb. Now I gotta change.
For the first time ever, welcome to the All-Star Showdown.
Plus the one and only CeeLo Green. We're all that unique, one-of-one work of art.
The Voice Battle of Champions, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
At A&A Roofing, we don't just build spaces, we build relationships. Our commitment is to give you the best experience you've ever had with a contractor because your satisfaction isn't just our job, it's our passion. And that's why we are hashtagged Saved by Relationships.
Back here at Davis High School, Team Yakima leads the SWX All-Star Classic. And we'll get Evan Davis here in just a moment. A&A Roofing is proud to support our local All-Stars with a belief in building up our community one home and one champion at a time. A&A Roofing. We'll talk with Noe Madrigal coming up at half. Speaking of a conversation, let's check it down with Evan Burke, who has got Aiden Sanchez. Evan?
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Aiden Sanchez. Aiden, a junior at Sunnyside. You're an absolute bucket, and that doesn't happen naturally. I know the work that you must put in. Do you mind just describing what you do on a day in, day out basis?
Yeah, I mean, I put 3 workouts a day. That's just skill work, like just shooting, and then another workout for lifting. So 4 workouts a day. So I just put a lot of work into my craft to be that guy.
And you got one more year left. I know it's your junior year. So what are you looking forward to the most in that final year over at Sunnyside?
It's to get to the dome and bring back some hardware. Hopefully at the end of it, that's my final goal. And obviously go play college ball.
And Watching you guys play, there's so much chemistry on the court. It's like you almost know where that spot's going to be. Do you mind just describing the camaraderie that you guys have over at Sunnyside?
Yeah, over this past year, we built a lot of team chemistry, and just us being together, staying together, even through adversity. So we just kind of just stay together.
And just one final thing. How cool is it just to play in a game like this, an all-star game, and recognize all of your hard work?
It's a great experience. It's fun. You get to play with the top talent in the area. It's just a great experience.
Thank you so much for your time, Aiden. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you so much, Evan. Nate Morris up to the free throw line. And trying to cut into what is currently, well, now the first one goes, a 17-point Team Yakima lead.
And it's happened quickly.
Yeah, it really did. Yakima put the clamps on Tri-Cities defensively. Will be, after both free throws go in, D'Anthony Wiggins. The fellow Davis Pirate, Marcus Smith, for the jumper is good.
Tri-Cities really only had one made field goal here in the quarter.
Yeah, they've been trying to figure it out. He got up before he knew what he was going to do, and then thankfully he can jumped really high. Some more substitutions. Nick Williamson, Mason Shoemaker, Marcus Hyatt, Benji Larios, Derek Bingham, all in for Team Tri-Cities. He just gets up there. I'd imagine it's something that you get to watch a lot of young people do, as Williamson misses, but the nice rebound by Hyatt just can't get the bucket that falls. They get up in the air before they know what they're going to do. Good news is a lot of these kids are generally so good it doesn't matter, as Jeremy Garcia to the bucket for two. Kid out of East Valley. As Bingham will go, and he gets the bucket. Foul will be on Garcia. Team continues to be, the Yakima Valley, especially on the boys' side of thing, seems to have real depth. I don't know, they had Zilla, which is probably the most elite team, but, you get to see East Valley and Grandview and Wapato. Like, there's a lot of talent throughout the Yakima Valley.
Yeah, boys' side is really loaded.
Marcus Smith, Garcia, nice look underneath. Can't get it to go. Rebound, tapped out of bounds. It'll be Tri-Cities basketball.
And if you think about it on the girls' side, the SWX just as well.
Yeah, and putting together that girls' side, it was 7 state champions just from this season.
Yeah,
were on that girls' team, and there was 2 more Prosser girls who had played for a state championship. So it was that team was loaded, and there's a lot of those girls that are going to be back next season as well. Smith, corner 3, rims out, rebounded by Larios. Of course, within Tri-Cities, Richland, the top team, unfortunately land in Northrop, Lance Hornevet. They're 2 big scorers not available for this year's All-Star Classic. They played last year. Josiah Scacco, though, and then the baseball team. A couple of their star players also play baseball. Jackson Woodard, Braylon Edwards, so they are able to, their focus is elsewhere. T. Finder into the lane. Block, a foul called on Nick Williamson as Finder hits the turf. And a foul will go against Nick Williamson. So Finder to the free throw line. Got to go to a couple of those Wapato games. They're passionate fans in Wapato.
They are.
They really get into it for both the boys and the girls.
They had that state regional game here Friday. It was Wapato night here at Davis High School, and to the brim.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, they get super excited. Of course, they had a long run of success getting in, finishing in the state for the girls. That boys team also quite good. AJ Garzai got to be there when they celebrated his 1,000th point. Pump fake, a couple of pump fakes from Larios. Can't get it to fall. Rebound collected by Fiander. With the Santos now in the corner. Marcus Smith for three. Left corner. Good.
He's got 11.
Final 30 seconds left in this one. And now D'Anthony Wiggins comes over with a steal out to Santos. And the flush brings Santos. First half dominated by Team Yakima. Team Tri-Cities, can they take a final? We're going to play for a final bucket. Marcus Height trying to find Larios underneath. It gets knocked out of bounds. Remains with Tri-Cities. Five on the clock. Bingham. Somebody's got to get up a shot here. Shoemaker. Desperation. He can't get it to go. Halftime here. It's Yakima 57, Tri-Cities 33. We'll be back with some halftime. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
Electricians, are you looking for something better than the job you are currently in? Take a look at the career opportunities within the National Electrical Contractors Association. As an IBEW electrician, you'll get a fair wage package with annual raises every June, plus 100% employer-paid healthcare for you and your entire family with low deductibles. Call 509-735-0512 or visit ibewlu112.com for more information. Make the move for yourself, for your family, for your future.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Nonstop Local KHQ is proud to partner with WorkSource to bring you the Spokane County 2026 Career Expo. Multiple industries, along with interactive displays, will be set up at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. There will be a computer lab, a child activity room, free admission, and parking. It's the region's largest career expo, and it happens Tuesday, April 14th at 11 a.m. Scan the QR code for more information or visit nonstoplocal.com/jobfair. Nonstop Local KHQ. We're on it.
Business owners and community leaders, this is your invitation. Be part of the 2026 Mirror Ministries Masquerade Gala Friday, May 8th. Stand alongside lead sponsors Cornerstone Wealth Strategies, Brute Cheese, and Thorn Construction. Businesses committed to raising awareness and providing life-changing resources for those breaking free from sex trafficking and exploitation in our community. Sponsorship opportunities are available now, as well as tickets and tables. Learn more, join the movement, and take your stand at mirror-ministries.org.
Back here at half of the SWX All-Star Classic, 57-33 Team Yakima in the lead of the boys game. Kevin Rounce along with Jeff Weeks, and we're joined by Noe Madrigal, the owner of A&A Roofing. And Noe, first off, thank you so much for being part of this SWX All-Star Classic. Real big honor to be able to talk to you and be part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, just tell me a little bit about what's going on at A&A. Obviously, you guys are probably getting to their busy time of year.
Yeah, we've had some interesting weather this year, so we've been having our best year so far, and so it's been great.
Now, tell me a little bit about what you guys do and what you offer people. Obviously, I would assume it all involves roofing to some extent, but.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Emily had asked, and this is pretty big for us. We donate about 1% of our revenue to nonprofits. And so, actually our mission statement is protecting roofs, empowering youth, and strengthening communities. And so this is pretty big for us, being able to, one of the things that you asked was, why do we do this? And it's, man, I grew up in sports, and I get people, parents are busy, and, a lot of our leaders in our business, grew up in sports, and a lot of that tough coaching has been really good for them, and it carries out into the workforce for sure. So yeah, we're a roofing contractor, exteriors, roofing, siding, windows, commercial and residential, even industrial.
Tell me a little bit about your athletic past. Where did you go to high school, and what sports did you play?
Yeah, I grew up in Boardman, Oregon, so on the Oregon side.
Okay.
I was a 3-sport athlete. I did football, basketball, and track, and I moved to the Tri-Cities in 2018, and we bought A&A Roofing in 2021, so it's been 5 years. We just celebrated that last March, and so, yeah.
That's pretty fun, and obviously springtime, the weather's got to have been pretty nice for you guys. You didn't have a particularly cold winter, and outside of the wind, which I'm sure is not so fun when you're up high and anywhere, but it's been great weather so far.
Yeah. December's kept us busy. That windstorm that came through, we got about 679 calls in the month of December alone, so it's been keeping us busy for sure.
Tell me about how sports, you said you talked a little bit about that. Tell me a little bit more about what it means, what you've seen, how sports helps people as they go into becoming adults and going through the rest of their lives.
Yeah, sports was huge for me. I told people that, I respond to tough coaching, and I had a really supportive people in my youth, and my parents were busy, like I said, and a lot of parents are in that same boat now, and it was really awesome to just be able to, from school, go to sports, and I didn't realize it at the time, right? But I spent a lot of time, in practice, and just the teamwork and the adversity that you go in through some of these close games, and all of that really transfers to the workforce, especially in a team setting when you're working with people. And especially in roofing, we make it really competitive with our reps and everything like that. So it's just every year we're trying to get better, and so it's kind of a lot of that stuff that you learn in sports translates into our field for sure.
What's it like to be here and to watch some of the elite players of the Yakima Valley play some of the elite players at the Mid-Columbia?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. The girls' game was good, and the guys, there's some athletic guys out there, and it's been cool. It's been a long time. We love basketball, and so it's just been cool to be part of an event like this for sure.
All right. Noe Madrigal, where can people find out more about what you guys offer? And you have a new location. It used to be right in most of the same parking lot as we use, but so people want to find your new location or what website or that kind of stuff?
Yeah, our website's anaroof.com, and if you just look us up on Google, we're actually the #1 rated roofing contractor in the Pacific Northwest as far as reviews go. So if you look us up on Google, we have a Facebook, very active on Instagram, so across all social medias.
All right. Noe Madrigal, owner of A&A Roofing, thanks so much for stopping by. And again, from my deep of my heart, thank you so much for being part of the SWX All-Star Classic.
Thanks.
All right. Halftime score, it is Team Yakima 57, Team Tri-Cities 33. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, third quarter action. We'll get to that. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
At A&A Roofing, we don't just build spaces, we build relationships. Our commitment is to give you the best experience you've ever had with a contractor because your satisfaction isn't just our job, it's our passion. And that's why we are #saved by relationships.
Our dreams are just as real. Like you, we want to win and hate coming up short. We work just as hard, put in the hours, and make the sacrifices, all while being lost in a shadow. Until now. Yeah, we play like a bunch of girls. How lucky are you?
Nonstop Local KHQ is proud to partner with WorkSource to bring you the Spokane County 2026 Career Expo. Multiple industries, along with interactive displays, will be set up at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. There will be a computer lab, a child activity room, free admission, and parking. It's the region's largest career expo, and it happens Tuesday, April 14th at 11 a.m. Scan the QR code for more information or visit nonstoplocal.com/jobfair. Nonstop Local KHQ. We're on it.
Business owners and community leaders, this is your invitation. Be part of the 2026 Mirror Ministries Masquerade Gala Friday, May 8th. Stand alongside lead sponsors Cornerstone Wealth Strategies, Brute Cheese, and Thorn Construction. Businesses committed to raising awareness and providing life-changing resources for those breaking free from sex trafficking and exploitation in our community. Sponsorship opportunities are available now, as well as tickets and tables. Learn more, join the movement, and take your stand at mirror-ministries.org.
At A&A Roofing, we don't just build spaces, we build relationships. Our commitment is to give you the best experience you've ever had with a contractor because your satisfaction isn't just our job, it's our passion. And that's why we are # saved by relationships.
SWX All-Star Classic, third quarter is next. You're watching on SWX.
Electricians, are you looking for something better than the job you are currently in? Take a look at the career opportunities within the National Electrical Contractors Association. As an IBEW electrician, you'll get a fair wage package with annual raises every June, plus 100% employer-paid healthcare for you and your entire family with low deductibles. Call 509-735-0512 or visit ibewlu112.com for more information. Make the move for yourself, for your family, for your future.
Your business is going to have technical problems. There's no question about it. Pacific Office Automation is your guide because problem solving is our passion. Every business is unique, no matter how big or how small the problem. From copiers and printers, telephone systems, managed IT, print services, and more, we offer integrated, streamlined office solutions to keep your office humming. With Pacific Office Automation, it's problem solved. Visit pacificoffice.com today to find out more.
The one and only Northwest Gun Show is coming to the Tri-Cities. Benton County Fairgrounds, April 11th and 12th. Huge selection on guns, knives, ammo, and accessories. Showcasing the finest in firearms and accessories, antique to modern. A selection for every skill level and interest. It's the highest caliber show in Central Washington. Tri-Cities Gun Show, coming to Benton County Fairgrounds, April 11th and 12th. Get your tickets at the door.
Welcome back to the SWX All-Star Classic. It's brought to you by IBEW Local Union 112, bringing the power to you since 1947. Team Yakima, comfortable lead right now. Of course, comebacks have happened before, and Junior Heavens takes it to the bucket for two. Kid from Chiawana. And now he's going to try it almost with a steal. Jeremy Garcia able to run it down, though. Little. I'm not sure. It wasn't a shot, I don't think. Burley at corner three, good. Chiawana returned everybody from last year's squad this year. They were very good.
They were really good. They kind of stumbled at the wrong time.
Yeah, they really did. And a lot of great senior leadership on that team. Gage Williams is at Portland State this weekend doing some things for the football team. He's going to play football for Portland State as a linebacker and edge rusher, I believe. I don't think he's going into the tight end realm. Skako into the lane, can't get it to go. Up and down we go. Jaden Sainz pass. Oh, Williamson almost able to pick it. Pimentel, corner three, good. Pimentel. Starting off hot.
He's up to 9.
All on threes.
Yep.
That was sort of his job.
He and Marcus Smith.
Well, it's interesting to think of that Davis team that had Cesar Hernandez for 4 years, and he was such a big part of that team. This was their first season without him, a brand new coaching staff as well. And Marcus Smith and Damian Pimentel had to really step up for the Pirates. In a league that featured West Valley, who was so loaded. As the full court to Nick Melisani. The Kamaiki kid gets it to go. Braves, nice squad, nice balanced squad. After Peter Dress was sort of the dominant ball scorer for the Braves, they were much more balanced this year as Benji gets it inside. Out to Pimentel for 3 off the iron. Rebounded by Williamson. Knocked out of his hands. He's looking for a foul. Doesn't get whistled. Burley underneath.
Burley so smooth around the basket.
And to think he's only a junior.
Sophomore.
Sophomore, he's going to be a junior. Of course, coach's kid over at West Valley, Drayton Whitfield. He's going to be one of the top recruits out of Eastern Washington when his time comes. Austin Burley will be as well. West Valley's become quite the basketball powerhouse over there. It was Davis for so long, and then it became West Valley Rams in recent years. And in the alley, Burley can't get it to go. But Jackson Benke gets it to go. And the putback, you're an old basketball coach. Do you come and sit down? I don't know what the rule is if there's somebody else hanging on the rim while you're putting the ball back.
All-Star game, they let that go.
And we'll see the substitutions for Team Tri-Cities. It's McClure, Tiarina, Olsen, Burke, and Sweezy, I believe, out there. Yep. Olsen to the bucket. A little up and under, can't get it to go. That was very Michael Jordan-like almost. Then a steal by Team Tri-Cities out to Olsen again. So the bucket is good. Garcia into the lane for Team Tri-Cities. Pimentel for the 3, no. Rebounded by Burke. And they get it down low. And working around. Burke into the lane. And he hung, and just lays it in for 2. Down to Burley with the left. No good. Bengi gets the putback. Now the All-Star game part is happening. Garcia's going to shoot a 3 off the iron. No good. Rebounded by Pimentel. Up to Bengi, and he's able to get it to go.
6 in the quarter for him.
His parents were telling me he was playing games last night at 8 and 9:30 for whatever AAU team or whatnot that he plays for. So this is his 3rd basketball game in about 24 hours. Of course, before the girls' game, Cheyenne Hall was running track, so she came here already pretty tired. McClure for 3. Good. Lane McClure. Gets it to go. Pimentel in. Now Garcia to the lane. Good. Timeout for Akia White so they can get his substitutions in. Frank Medina, Lucas Stevens, Aiden Sanchez, T. Finder. We'll call timeout ourselves. Yakima 78, Tri-Cities 47. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
The Tri-Citian of the Year event has been honoring community members for service above self since 1962. This year's gala is scheduled for April 30th, featuring singer-songwriter and author David Lamont as the keynote speaker. Lamont's TEDx talk on change aligns with values in sync with Tri-Citian of the Year recipients. Local motivational speaker Peggy Vasquez is MC. For tickets, visit TriCitianOfTheYear.com. Sponsored by community leaders and businesses, along with area Rotary and Kiwanis clubs.
Rodney Carrington.
If you've been married for 25 or 30 years, you got there because you learned how to keep your mouth shut in all the right spots. That's right.
Friday, June 26th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or Legends Gift Shop.
Some things didn't work out like you thought they would. You ain't never been on no fancy Italian vacation, but damn it, you been to Olive Garden for free breadsticks.
Don't miss Rodney Carrington live.
8A Roofing is proud to support our local All-Stars with a belief in building up our community one home and one champion at a time. 8A Roofing. Get to Evan Davis here in just a moment as he's got Nick Malasani walking down with him as Tiarina shoots the three good. Jose Tiarina can fill it up. A big part of things going on at Southridge. It looks like Evan is set up, so let's toss it down to Mr. Evan Davis, who's got Nick Malasani. Evan?
Here with Nick Malasani. Nick, what an incredible high school career you've had. What is just your one takeaway during your time?
You know, always working hard, getting second chance points. That's always how I live by every day.
And you were an incredible rebounder over at Kamiakin. What was just your mindset and philosophy every summer during those off-season workouts to become the rebounder you are today?
You know, every chance that we can get in any game, AAU, high school, to get more points, second chance points, it always helps out.
And what is maybe just that one lasting memory that you'll have during your time at Kamiakin, whether that be on or off the court with your teammates?
Team dinners with my friends. You know, team dinners every night before games, best memories ever.
And just one final thing, just being able to play in an all-star game like this and recognize the hard work that you put in throughout the entire year, what does that just mean to you individually?
You know, I'm thankful for it. You know, it was a good year. I'm glad to continue next year too.
Awesome. Thank you for the time.
Thank you so much.
Kevin, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Evan. Thank you to Nick as well as Coven Burke at the free throw line. He missed the first, and now he's looking off to this side as Joe Scacco ready to go in. Coven wants to play. I have not ever seen Coven do anything where he doesn't want to be the most competitive person he is out there. And he's even like, I missed on purpose because he didn't want to come out.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. Joe Scacco will go check in, though. Well, Team Tri-Cities has probably got to start making some movement here. It's Medina going to shoot the three, and it goes. Team Yakima, though, just not letting them go. And the jumper there, Nate Moore gets it to go. Kid from Connell, Frankie Medina. One of the nicest kids, too. Got a chance to talk to him before the game. Very happy to be here. Very happy to be healthy, I think, as much as anything. Finder under the bucket it goes. So every time answering, the Shoemaker, he's going to try to get it for three. No good. Rebounded by Medina. Frankie Medina had the luxury or maybe the difficulty of being the coach's kid. Playing down at Grandview. There's Lucas Stevens with the lay-in. I've always wondered, I'd imagine it can be helpful. It can really be something that really brings you together and you really develop well, or it can be a lot of pressure that you put on yourself or that, can be put on you externally. So, it's fun to see him out there having a good time playing basketball.
It helps that it's a sport he loves, right? His body language, they're all smiles.
It's easy to be all smiles when things are going as well as you are seeing there for Team Yakima. It's Derek Bingham with the foul and Lucas Stevens to the free throw line. Lucas Stevens played in this game last year. Great kid out of Ike. Just up the road here. In enemy territory today, but getting a chance to play with guys that he's wanted to beat pretty regularly, but also now he gets the chance to partner with them. He's losing control of the basketball there now, up to Scacco for the lay-in.
Kind of lost the handle there as he went up. Still had enough control to lay it in.
Yeah. Footing, I think, was a little bit off. Lost the handle a little bit, and Hayden Sanchez. The jumper goes. One of the things I've seen about Aiden in the 3 years I've been able to watch him is that it's hard. He doesn't get his shot blocked very much, but he's rarely wide open as Bingham hits the triple. And Eric Bingham, kid from Walla Walla, who I got to do Walla Walla versus Southridge football, and Bingham is a heck of a running back. It'll be fun to watch them. They got their brand new field this year.
Yeah, it looks nice. Long time coming to get a stadium like that.
Gorgeous field. They get to play on campus this time now. There's the three, no good there. Medina gets the rebound. Ball gets knocked away there to Mason Shoemaker. Can't get it to go. Anything about it? The alley-oop. Sanchez gets it to Stevens. And Moscato will back things up for Team Tri-Cities. Jumper off the mark. Rough offensive day for Team Tri-Cities. So it looks like after the girls' game fell just short of triple digits, the Yakima boys look like they'll hit triple digits in the fourth quarter.
Unless there's a big ice storm that happens.
Install some sort of protective cover over the Team Yakima net. Stevens get to Sanchez. About a second between game and shot clock. Sanchez trying to alley-oop it. It ends up kind of in a way passing it to himself. Bingham for three. Off the iron, no good. Opportunity, Nate Moore can't get it to go. At the end of three, it's Yakima 95, Tri-Cities 57. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
Congratulations, 2026 All-Star Classic basketball athletes from Yakima's legendary Flame and Brew wood-fired pizza and Icy Tie, Yakima's favorite for ice cream and espresso. We support you and all youth sports.
We've got a team built around hard, hustle, and lockbox defense. One of the league's best athletes doing the impossible every night. A true rim-protecting, rebounding, old-school center. And a legitimate all-star forward. Now, the game's bigger, the stakes are higher, the postseason push is on. Be here. Rib City, stand up.
Watch locally on SWX.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Congratulations, 2026 All-Star Classic basketball athletes from Yakima's legendary Flame and Brew wood-fired pizza and Icy Tie, Yakima's favorite for ice cream and espresso. We support you and all youth sports.
As the sun sets, we're already on it.
Thanks for joining us for Pulse Prime. Continue.
Breaking news, weather shifting across the region.
As for what we're expecting overnight, more dry conditions for those.
The stories shaping our tomorrow.
The deputies found the sick
have been released by the Lincoln.
While other newscasts haven't even started, we're already live.
Crews are working to restore.
On SWX, on your phone with the Nonstop Local app and streaming on YouTube.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, Morgan.
Nonstop Local, content connecting community. We're on it just a bit earlier.
Welcome back to the SWX All-Star Classic, brought to you by IBEW Local Union 112, bringing the power to you since 1947. We do have one player who wanted to come hang out, even though he was injured and could not play. He had been invited to play, and Evan Davis has him right now. Let's toss it down to Evan with Jacob Gonzalez.
Here with Jacob Gonzalez, sophomore at Eisenhower. Jacob, I know obviously an injury has limited your availability in this game, but just even be selected for the All-Star game, what does that just mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, obviously,
it means a lot to get recognition around the Valley. I mean, not a lot of people get to play in this game, so it means a lot to just be even selected.
And I know just entering, you're only in your sophomore season. You'll have your junior year ahead. I know rehab is definitely going to at least alter some of your off-season training, but what are you looking forward to the most, just having another year under your belt?
I'm looking to ultimately win districts and wherever on that, go to state.
And I know you're just starting out with the high school career, obviously. You still have 2 more years to go, but just what has the environment and the camaraderie been like for you so far?
Ike?
Yeah.
The school all around is welcoming. It's welcoming. It's all fun. It's 4A. It's a big school. I mean, it's different. It's a different culture than what I used to go to West Valley. It's a different culture. I think it's just a great, amazing environment there.
And you talked about the community. How much does it just mean to you knowing that you have the community support behind you? And does that even just give you more added motivation to want to be the best version of yourself?
Yes, it does. At the games, when a bunch of people show up, I mean, it just motivates me to continue going and just do good in the games. It's
Awesome.
a motivation.
Thank you for your time, Jacob.
Thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
Well, we hit triple digits. Austin Burley with a little lay-in gets it to 100 for Team Yakima. By the way, the record is 161 and that was done by Team Yakima. 161 back in 2005. So we think this is an offensive showcase. We're 20 years removed from quite the environment. Junior Heavens. The miss. Big shout out, opportunity while I've got it here. I talked about it on our newscast yesterday, but also want to send a big shout out to Jim Scoggins and Jim Sweeney over the Jim Scoggins is the one, and Jim something, I'm blanking on the name, from the Tri-City Herald, who really created this game in the mid-90s. The newspapers were really behind what was then the Media Classic. I got to be a big part of it. We're sitting next to Gerald Swenning, who was a big part of it for many years, along with Scott Spruill. The Yakima Herald team have now shifted over. It's now Luke Thompson and Michael Ambrose. Jeff Morrow, who is always around, it seems like, was a big part of it when he was with the Tri-City Herald and sort of became the primary sports person for them for a long number of years, and still helps them out from time to time. And eventually, the newspapers handed it off to the SWX, and we were able to take it over and be a part. And it is a lot of work. A lot of folks behind the scenes put this together in our offices and at the schools. And as they can't quite get the dunk there. And you can't say enough thanks as Damian Pimentel hits the triple. And want to send a big thanks. I did it before the game. Big thanks, though, to the Yakima School District and to Bob Stanley and the great folks here at Davis High School. And it is, there's so many plates spinning for people at the school district offices, and we're adding on to it. And so it's real thankful to them, especially in one of the busiest high school sports seasons, spring, which is always a little bit on the crazier side of things.
And the weekend going into spring break on top of it.
Yeah, weekend going into spring break, Easter weekend, it's Final Four weekend, and so it is one that, kind of interesting, and it's always a bit of a challenge, and so thankful to everyone here at Davis High School. Send a big thanks as well to Matt Funk and the entire crew that made their way out here to help us put on this broadcast. Matt and I put in hours and hours and hours setting rosters and getting people here and working with facilities, and it is a real effort of love, though. We really don't get to do too many things that we have so much control over, and so it's a real big thanks to Matt for doing this and helping me out. As Team Yakima now, Burley with the dunk. And I think things have opened up NBA All-Star Game style. As it just sort of becomes, when you have a shot, take it. Just, at that point, take the shot. Pimentel for three. No good. Rebounded by Burley. It would be kind of funny. We had a Davis girl win at Davis High School for the All-Star Classic MVP. It would be pretty hysterical if if their rival gets to the MVP. I mean, you decide, so we'll hand it into your hands. But it's kind of funny as we take a timeout. All Team Yakima on this one. You're watching the SWX All-Star Classic on SWX.
Electricians, are you looking for something better than the job you are currently in? Take a look at the career opportunities within the National Electrical Contractors Association. As an IBEW electrician, you'll get a fair wage package with annual raises every June, plus 100% employer-paid healthcare for you and your entire family with low deductibles. Call 509-735-0512 or visit ibewlu112.com for more information. Make the move for yourself, for your family, for your future.
The one and only Northwest Gun Show is coming to the Tri-Cities. Benton County Fairgrounds, April 11th and 12th. Huge selection on guns, knives, ammo, and accessories. Showcasing the finest in firearms and accessories, antique to modern. A selection for every skill level and interest. It's the highest caliber show in Central Washington. Tri-Cities Gun Show, coming to Benton County Fairgrounds, April 11th and 12th. Get your tickets at the door.
SWX All-Star Classic brought to you by IBEW Local Union 112, bringing the power to you since 1947. Also, big thanks to A&A Roofing. They're proud to support our local All-Stars with a belief in building up our community one home, one champion at a time. A&A Roofing. So check in with Evan Davis. He's got a senior from Chiawana down there, and Benji Larios. Evan.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Benji Larios at Chiawana. Benji, just what has this entire career at Chiawana just meant to you? I know you're wrapping things up right now. Do you mind just talking about that for us?
It means everything to me. I started a year before I started my freshman year, so I just developed to the player I am today at that program with Herring. So it's a work in progress, and hopefully I develop even more.
And you guys had such a special team throughout the year. I know it probably didn't end the way you were hoping it to end, but what can you just take away from playing with those group of guys? Messiah, you got Junior with you, Gage, just the entire team of Chiawana.
Enjoy it. We all love this game, and we only got 4 years. Everyone says it goes by quick, and it really does, so yeah.
And then what's just the next steps for you now? I know you're still playing basketball right now as the summertime approaches, but what's that next chapter looking like for you?
College ball, get an education. Yep.
And just one final thing, what does it mean to you just to play in an all-star game and really just symbolize all the hard work that you put in throughout the year?
It means a lot. I get to represent Tri-Cities, Chiawana. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for the time, Benji.
Thank you, too.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Benji. Yeah, that was a Chiawana team that a lot of people were really high on going into this season. And they really, outside of Richland, which, to be fair, Richland didn't lose and won a state title. That's the only team that really seemed to have Chiawana's number throughout the year. They really had a great season. We're into the final 3 minutes of the 2026 SWX All-Star Classic. Shoemaker kicks it out. Heavens for three. Good. Now things are starting to fall a little bit for Team Tri-Cities as the game opens up a little bit. Santos kicks it out. Jaden Signs for three. Good. Grandview to Zilla right there. Quarterback for the Zilla Leopards, too. Help run that offense. Shoemaker. I don't think there's a distance he isn't wanting to shoot from. Bingham loses the basketball out to Jeremy Garcia. Oh, they tried to alley-oop it off the backboard. He looked back at T and was like, I'm ready. You ready? Here we go. Now Fyander will get his opportunity to flush one. Yeah, this has very much the end of an NBA All-Star game. It's a 20-point game. They're in their final couple minutes, and it's just sort of
Hoist it up.
Hoist it up. You get out of break, get out and dunk. If you want to watch a replay of this game, that'll happen on next Saturday. So a week from today, girls at 11, boys at 12:30. We'll go through a graphic that has all that stuff, what's coming up on SWX here in just a couple of minutes. We'll also have our interview with the SWX All-Star Game MVP, as selected by the one, the only Jeff Weeks. Jeremy Garcia will turn around. It doesn't feel like there's been one dominant scorer, so you're going to...
There's really been... There's two that are kind of up there.
And we're down to the final minute. Fiander, he's going to shoot from three. Doubt he gets to do that too much with the Wapato squad with A.J. Garza. Now a dunk. Braid Santos can't get it. Bingham, no look to Jeremy Jr. Evans for the three. Off the mark, Bingham again. But Matt can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Uses the glass. Has some help. Jeremy Garcia, you going to dunk it? Oh, he's not going. I've never seen jump out of the building that much. I think Yakima's content to dribble this one out and go out and win comfortably. This was a competitive game last year, not nearly so competitive this year as Team Yakima with the win. And Aiden Sanchez has a little lefty dunk, can't get it to go. 123-82, our final score. All right, Jeff, you're going to give Evan the MVP name, and we'll get to that interview here in just a moment. But do want to say a big thank you and congratulations to the great players of both Team Yakima and Team Tri-Cities, who were part of the SWX All-Star Classic here in 2026. And we'll get ready. Toss it out to Evan Davis here in just a moment. All right, let's toss it. Evan is getting set up at midcourt to talk with our MVP. Yes, the one from West Valley, the rival of the Davis boys teams. It's Austin Burley. Let's go ahead and toss it to Evan.
Thank you. Here with Austin Burley, our game MVP. Austin, 22 points for you in this one. What an incredible performance. What does this just mean to you, being able to be recognized for your hard work?
I don't know. It was just fun coming out here and playing with all the top guys, especially in Yakima. And yeah.
And, you know, the high school career for you, an exceptional one. What was just maybe like some takeaways that you have from it?
Just enjoy it. It goes by fast.
And is there any one lasting message that you now have to these group of guys? I know it's kind of weird that you were enemies and now you were teammates for this last hour.
Just keep working hard.
Austin, thank you for the time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kevin?
All righty, Evan, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Congratulations to Austin Burley and Team Yakima. 22 points. A nice night for him. Want to send a big thank you. I think I did it before the game, but again as well to Akil White, who coached. He was like really super excited to coach the Yakima boys team, and to Derek Lette, who coached the Tri-City boys team as well. Jeff, thank you so much for being part of this. We're getting up in your neighborhood. Wanted to bring you along, and hopefully you had some fun into the SWX All-Star Classic.
It's always fun seeing good basketball players out having a good time, and both boys and girls game, and a lot of talent between Ellensburg and Pasco.
So for a second consecutive year, the Team Yakima girls, Team Yakima boys, they sweep the doubleheader of the SWX All-Star Classic, and next year they go for the three-peat, and we'll see what happens next year. Be interesting. The teams are going to look different every year to a certain extent, but you look at them every year, and they're always really, really different. Coming up on SWX, if you want to watch a replay of this game, that's going to come up on next Saturday. That's April 11th, girls at 11, boys at 12:30. We are hitting the diamond a couple of times this week, both times involving the Hanford Falcons. First on Tuesday, it's Richland softball. and the Hanford Falcons softball game. That will be going at 5 o'clock. And then Hanford and Kamiakin baseball. That'll happen on Friday. Now, those games have been scheduled for 6, and they don't start till 6:45 or so. So just keep in mind that we always try to make sure that what we give you is what the schedule says. But we have to wait for that first game to end and then give about 20 minutes in between games. So all of that coming up throughout the course of this week. And, of course, you can always get the latest at SWXLocalSports.com, get our schedules, and so much more. Jeff Weeks, thank you so much for being part of this. Thank you as well to Evan Davis. And a big thank you to Matt Funk and the crew for helping us put this on. My name is Kevin Rounce. I cannot thank Yakima School District and all the crew here enough. But I wish you a wonderful night and a happy Easter.